Yeah, there are a lot of them. I think one of the most memorable is maybe just recently one of our students just scored 100%, got straight A's in their report card, and that's a really big deal because they're motivated, but just being able to find the skills and just the knowledge here to be able to do good things back at school and feel productive, that's very memorable to us.
Okay. Have you had parents and kids come back and just say thank you for all that you've done?
Mm-hmm. We have kids in every classroom. We have kids and teachers who actually come to us and say, well, you're doing such a phenomenal job. We see it with the kids and with their motivation and with their work, just how much they grow during the year. Yeah, everybody is usually very thankful. And the parents come in and they rave about what an excellent job we do here. And I mean, they see it in their kids from when they first come in to at the end of the year. Mm-hmm.
Okay. And you're in school right now?
I actually just finished.
You just finished high school or college?
I just finished my master's degree.
Oh my goodness, Lord. Well, congratulations on that.
I'm actually a fully credentialed teacher.
Okay. And so here's where you really want to be.
Right. So I'm here by choice. I actually am fully credentialed. When I first came in, I was still in school. And I was working on my elementary credential and my single subject credential, both of which I've just received. And I just finished my master's coursework. So yeah, I'm here just because I know that the students here really appreciate me. And I'm really able to do so much with the open curriculum and open core lit and everything that we're able to do here.
Okay. What do you think about being that you have your master's? And that's kind of very vital for administrative duties. And I think that our public schools would benefit if we had, people who think outside of the box, who are young, vibrant, and really are still in touch with kids. Have you thought about doing administrative duties as a teacher, especially being now that you have your master's?
I have, actually. I just actually finished applying, and it helps me here because I do help with developmental duties, and I am a grant writer here, and I do a lot of the research. And I think with being in the classroom, it's helped me just know how to help teachers and what they need as a teacher, what I would need, the type of support I need. So I think I would be most beneficial, yes, as an administrator, and I just put in my application for it, and it's very exciting. Yeah.
Well, that's a confirmation for you. Thank you for talking with us.
Thank you.
Coming up on our next episode of Newswire L.A. at Strive, we'll take you on a guided tour of the Strive grounds. Until next week, we want to remind you that to follow everything Newswire L.A., look us up on Facebook and Twitter at Newswire L.A. Welcome to tonight's Newswire L.A. Extra. It was 21 years ago that Los Angeles erupted into fire and violence after the Rodney King verdicts. In an era before widespread consumer video, photographs were still the key to capturing many of the events taking place in the world, and this one in particular. This one took place for 5 days starting on April 29, 1992. Recently, a book of photos depicting these events reappeared. Most of the photos were taken in the Mid-City, Crenshaw, and Baldwin Hills areas of Los Angeles. These photos you're about to see are copyrighted to the original photographer who will be named at the end of this essay. These photos were taken at the old thrifty drug and discount store on Crenshaw at Rodeo Road. Spray painted on the wall is an expletive, Police 187. 187 is police speak for murder. It was believed that rioters were targeting police for many of their attacks. Here is Kim's Union 76 in Mid-City. The photographer was a regular customer here. In fact, the photographer's small red Chevy S10 can be seen to the right of this photo. This business was lost on day one of the riots when looters set fire to the main building. Korean businesses were especially targeted during this time as relations between it and the black community were at an all-time low. That was due to the recent Latasha Harlins case, which was in the news. Don't worry, What you see here is not a dead man. It's just a homeless person who had made his home around this station for a long time leading up to this point. Even after the station burned to the ground, he would still not leave this spot. Union 76 closed this location permanently. Today it is a rebuilt Jiffy Lube facility. This is the second of 3 thrifty drug stores destroyed in the area. This store and its neighboring warehouse was the distribution for thrifty drugs in Southern California. The little girl seen in this picture would today be approximately 25 or 26 years old. I wonder if that little girl, now a woman, could be watching this broadcast right now. Just south of Thrifty is the old Security Pacific Bank, which was burned to the girders. This building was part of a larger center which ran from Rodeo Road south to Coliseum. On the north end of this center, you can see several destroyed buildings, including the warehouse record store. At Crenshaw Square between Coliseum and 39th, the entire north portion has been destroyed after a night of rioting. A 2-story multiple office building has been reduced to nothing more than steaming wreckage. Farther down, one surviving store may have done so by simply posting a sign reading, "African owned." Weary firefighters would spend days and nights running from one fire to another. The firefighters you see here are from the San Bernardino County area. Additionally, firefighters would be accompanied on all calls by police or the California Highway Patrol. In some cases, buildings were allowed to burn because firefighters did not have police escorts. Here is an image of the National Guard at Coliseum and Crenshaw. An embarrassing story from that time is that the Guard arrived in Los Angeles with no bullets to put in their firearms. At Midtown Shopping Center, multiple rows of buildings were reduced to a cinder. The only surviving structures on the property were the Midtown Bowling Alley, Bank of America, and the old J.J. Newberry building. Golden Bird, a black-owned business, was looted and burned. That Midtown location never reopened. At 16th Place, a car carrying 2 men was stopped by the LAPD. When they were found to be carrying stolen and looted goods along with guns, they were arrested and taken away. Finally, at the last of 4 Union 76 service stations, the business owners take a chance to board up what's left of their establishment. Of the 4 Union 76 stations burned, this was the only one to reopen for business. The photos you've seen in this essay are copyrighted by Chin Thomasangsi, seen here at 22 years of age and at least 120 pounds lighter. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you back here on Newswire L.A. next week. Stay tuned for more news on this Westlake Signal station.